Yo, what it do, family? High value basketball. Back once again with the best basketball commentary this side of the planet. Like, share, and subscribe. You dig? Man, why y'all mad at Steph Curry? Everybody is all in their panties. All in a bunch. All in a knot. Man, y'all calm down. Folks is arguing all up and down the Twitterverse, all up and down the Instagrams, all up and down the Facebook, trying to stop Steph Curry from being the quote-unquote best point guard of all time. And part of the reason why I'm saying stop is because last time I checked, I saw what he said on Gilbert Arenas' show. He didn't say I'm number one. He said it's me and Magic. And you know what? High value basketball agrees. I don't know why y'all tripping. Like, folks is really just trying to knock this man down. I'm really starting to see what folks really be talking about with these LeBron stands, man. Like, they'd rather shoot this man down than to acknowledge the fact that he is the second greatest point guard of all time. Like, why can't he be? He's unanimously the greatest shooter of all time. Like, that should boost his stats up just a little bit, don't you think, family? Like, where we going with this? Like, y'all that mad that he blocked LeBron from 3 chips? Like, so instead of just acknowledging what he is, y'all rather shoot him down? If y'all raise him up, shouldn't that like actually help y'all LeBron case people? Like duh. Like, y'all are weird, man. These fans are weird. This new era of fans are really, really, really weird. These folks are saying that he's not as good, or he shouldn't even be in the conversation, which doesn't even make any sense. Cause I've watched basketball. I mean, I was there to see some of Magic Johnson in person. I'm that old. Like, I saw it, and I've watched basketball all the way up through till now. Had not taken any lapses, any breaks. And at the point guard position, Steph Curry is that guy. Like, he is for me. I would put him on the top 10 list. And now, I know a lot of people are going to say, screech, hold the brakes. My list is a little different. My top 10, I pick it like it's an actual team. Like, I go through the positions, starting 5, and in the backups. That's how I do it. And on my team, he is the backup to Magic Johnson. He's number 2. I say he's number 2, which is very, very valid and very, very fair. Because I do see a lot of people saying that, you know, like, yeah, he's cool at number 2 because he is limited defensively. He is a small guy. And yeah, you know, he got carried just a little bit by Durant, you know. I don't even say he got carried. He did the whole lap up thing and the superstar lap up, and just that whole era, it muddied the waters on how to really evaluate how great some of these players are. Because when you have such overwhelming talent coming together in free agency, you can't really diagnose, or you can't really judge how great they are. It's like, that's what happened with Kobe. That's why Kobe keep getting the shaft, because everybody, well, he had Shaq, so I mean, you know, we got to take him off the top 10 list. Like, people really be going hard on that whole Kobe thing with that, saying, oh, he got carried by Shaq. He didn't get carried by Shaq. Like, they were the best 1-2 punch in the NBA. Like, they carried the mantle from Jordan and Pippen, who was the previous 1-2 punch. It was just a wing player and a center. Like, and of course, so because of that overwhelming talent, Kobe got robbed of a lot of MVPs. Shaq got robbed of a lot of MVPs because they on the team together. So you can't really like give it to him, because it just seems somewhat unfair. So that's what's going on here with Curry. Because of that whole KD era, people are really acting like he's not that guy. Like, did we not see him go to work against the Celtics in epic fashion? Like, that was one of the top 10 finals performances I've seen. Like, I know epic finals performances when I see him, and he was putting in that work. He was showing out. Like, and he was being dramatic with the ring ceremony and mocking the crowd. Like, what? Man, the style and the panache that he was putting on the court, like the showmanship, man, y'all gotta stop, man. I mean, what else do you want this man to do? He's got high level dribbles. And his dribbles are reinforced by his shot, and so he actually learned to play off of his shot with his dribble to create a very unique dribbling identity. Now, he's not that great of a passer. I will give you that. He turns the ball over. But he is the point and the lead of that team. Like, y'all really trying to discredit this man about being a point because he was offensively minded. But everybody who's doing all of this commenting now, y'all be riding Gilbert Arenas' coattails, who played the same formula, just clearly not as good, not on any level. Like, speaking of that, let's use that as an example. Gilbert Arenas played the same kind of style. Of course, not at the same, caliber, but he was a very offensive-minded point guard. He shot a lot of threes. He did the lookaways, the shoot the ball and turn around stuff. But what happened with Gilbert Arenas? Dude couldn't even get past the second round. Did he even ever get to the second round? I believe he did. Now, you take Steph Curry, who's smaller than him height-wise and body mass, quote-unquote weaker, quote-unquote, I wouldn't even say a lesser defender, probably on a similar level, but, Steph definitely can hold his own in his weight class. You take his style, and look what he did with it. He won 2 valid chips without anybody putting a blemish on it. You could talk about the first one with LeBron because the team was, shot down. But that second one, or technically the fourth one, what you gonna say? They was at full strength against the Celtics. The Celtics were a full strength team. And yes, KD took the other finals MVPs from Steph Curry as well, when they was, again, Kobe and Shaq level of 1-2 punch. Like, you can't do like you run up on KD, Steph is open. You run up on Steph, KD is open. Like, there was nothing you could do about any of that because they were so excellent. They just legitimately were. And shoot, look at this last playoff run. How we dismantled the Sacramento Kings. Like, y'all saw that 7-game series. Like, the dude had to put the team on his back and score 50. Like, what are we talking about? What are we talking about? Who is better than him other than Magic Johnson? Magic Johnson is the complete point guard because he was the prototypical big point guard. He broke the mold. Like I say, he's like this LeBron character who committed to playing point guard, not just be nebulous, floating around the wing and, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that. No, he committed to playing point guard, and we already know the legacy. Dude won a championship in his first year, quasi-leading the team. Like, we already know what's going on. Dude ran the most amazing fast break the NBA has ever seen, helped revitalize the whole league. The league was going to be dead if it wasn't for what he was doing. Like, he's got more chips than Curry, so clearly, you can say he was a better defender because he's simply a bigger person. You could argue that he could have been, more clutch or just more, he shows up more in the big moments. You could argue that. But, of course, these are legitimate arguments because Magic is the one. But outside of that, who you going to pick for 2? Curry. What we talking about, Isaiah Thomas? His old hating ass? Man, y'all go somewhere with that. Isaiah Thomas was great. He got 2 chips. But, he wasn't a dirty player, but a part of what he did was dirt. Like, we got to just keep it 100. It was dirt. Cutting up under folks, elbowing people, pushing motherfuckers out the way. Like, come on, man. Yes, he wouldn't have chip on one ankle. That was an amazing feat as well. But the caliber of offense that he had is not on the same level as Curry. It's just not. The level of excellence and the level of consistency and the level of awesomeness that Curry has shown us throughout his entire career, I got him in number 2. So take it for what you want, man. High value basketball. Like, share, and subscribe. Peace.